What's up, Arbitrage VAs? Welcome to the Arbitrage Academy, an Amazon VA blueprint that is focusing on Amazon online arbitrage product sourcing. So ngayon is nasa lesson 4 na tayo, which is we will going to talk about what is the difference between the FBA and FBM. So I want you to get your pen and notes para i-take down notes nyo yung mga important details or yung mga important informations na nasasabihin ko para mas madali nyo siyang naiintindihan. Because learning the difference between FBA and FBM are very crucial for you para madali nyong natututunan and ma-adapt how the online arbitrage business model really works, and also how the FBA and FBM affects this business model. So let us now start to our discussion. So same goes, before tayo mag-proceed sa ating lesson, ito muna yung magiging learning objectives natin all throughout this lesson. So the first one here is we will identify what is FBA, or we actually called it as the fulfillment by Amazon. We will also discover yung mga advantages and disadvantages of being an FBA seller. And also we will talk about what is FBM, and at the same time we will also discover the advantages and disadvantages of being an FBM seller. And lastly, syempre, i-differentiate din natin ano nga ba yung difference ng FBA and FBM. So what are the difference between being an FBA and FBM seller? So wag na natin itong patagalin pa, and let's jump into it sa lesson natin. Okay, so ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating FBA or Fulfillment by Amazon? So FBA or Fulfillment by Amazon, this is actually a program in which sellers can use Amazon's fulfillment centers to store and ship their products to customers. With FBA, sellers send their inventory to Amazon's warehouses, and Amazon takes care of the storage, packaging, and shipping of the products to customers when orders are placed. So, yung tinatawag nating FBA it's actually stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. Okay? And isa ito actually sa program na in-offer ni Amazon para sa mga sellers that allows them na gamitin nila yung fulfillment center or yung warehouse ni Amazon para sa storage ng kanilang mga products. So yung tinatawag nating Fulfillment by Amazon, meaning to say, naghahanap lang si seller ng mga products na pwede niyang i-resell sa Amazon, and then ipapadala lang ni seller yung mga products sa Amazon warehouse or sa Amazon fulfillment center, and then si Amazon na ang nag-handle para sa fulfillment process, which means si Amazon na mismo ang responsible sa storage, sa pagpapak ng kanilang mga orders and pagsaship ng mga orders sa mga customers. So, in other words, halos wala nang ginagawa yung mga Amazon sellers when it comes na sa fulfillment center o sa fulfillment process, kasi si Amazon na ang nag-handle sa lahat na yun. So, ngayon, we will now go into talk about yung advantages of being an FBA sellers. So, isa sa mga advantages ng FBA program ni Amazon sa mga sellers is they are actually eligible as an Amazon Prime, Prime eligibility. So, since yung mga FBA sellers they are eligible as an Amazon Prime, actually, isa sa mga benefits sa kanila nito is that yung mga products nila, yung mga products na binibenta nila sa Amazon is may Prime na badge. So as we can see here, which is a very advantage sa kanila kasi most of the customers who wants to buy on Amazon, pinifilter nila yung search engine nila na to show only the prime eligible items. Okay? So which really help them na ma-increase yung visibility nila sa mga customers over the FBM seller. And actually, marami pang benefits na binibigay si Amazon pag naka-Amazon Prime si seller. So, binigyan ko lang kayo ng sa mga benefits of being eligible sa Amazon Prime. So, ngayon, yung pangalawang advantage naman of being an FBA seller is yung delivery days nila or yung shipping speed para sa mga orders ng mga customers. So, yung shipping speed is actually isa din sa mga benefits of an Amazon seller who are eligible for Amazon Prime, which is yung mga FBA sellers nga, diba? So, yung mga Amazon FBA sellers, yung mga products nila are actually eligible sa free 2-day shipping. So, may tinatawag tayo 1-day delivery and premium delivery. So, same day, scheduled delivery for large item. So, in short, yung mga Amazon FBA sellers, yung mga products nila are actually eligible sa free 2-day shipping. Minsan nga, 1 day or same day delivery lang yung mga products nila bago makarating sa mga customers. And ganyan actually, kabilis mag-deliver si Amazon's once they are an Amazon Prime members. So, yeah, that's the second advantage of being an FBA seller. So, free shipping is also one of the benefits sa mga products ni Amazon FBA sellers kasi yung mga products nila is also available or eligible for free shipping, which would really help them na makapag-attract ng mga customers kasi yun nga, di ba, free shipping yung mga products nila. So, yeah, basically, that's the third advantage of being an FBA seller. So, yun nga, even or pati sa customer service, si Amazon then ang nag-handle sa mga questions and inquiries ng mga customers regarding sa mga products na na-purchase nila, which would really a good help also sa mga Amazon FBA sellers kasi hindi na nila kailangan pang sagutin yung mga questions ng mga customers sa products or hindi na nila kailangan pang gawin yung task of being customer service. So, which would really helps them or which would really help sa mga sellers to actually save their time. So, basically, that's one of the advantage of being an FBA seller. So, and also, as I actually mentioned earlier, since they are actually eligible for an Amazon Prime, sagot na din also ni Amazon yung storage or yung warehouse ng mga products ni seller. So, actually, may may mga Amazon warehouses yung every seller kung saan actually doon naka-storage lahat ng stocks ni seller. So, hindi lang sa fulfillment process si Amazon, maging sa storage ng mga products, sa storage ng mga products ni seller is si Amazon din ang nag-handle. So, yeah, these are the advantages of being an FBA seller. So, ngayon, we are now done sa advantages ng FBA. Ngayon, we will also now discover and talk about yung mga disadvantages naman of being an FBA seller. Kasi kahit na yung FBA program ni Amazon is offers numerous benefits para sa mga sellers, syempre there are also some drawbacks na dapat nila i-consider. And isa na dito actually yung high cost, So, since the FBA seller they are actually using the storage or warehouse ni Amazon and si Amazon din ang nag-handle sa fulfillment process, which is sa pagpapak ng mga products and sa pag-ship ng mga orders sa customers, siyempre malaki yung fees na binabayaran nila sa Amazon. So, yung fees naman na binabayaran ni Amazon, yung fees naman na binabayaran ng mga FBA sellers, is depende sa sizes or depende sa weights ng mga products na pinapasok ni seller sa Amazon warehouse. And also kung gaano katagal naka-storage yung kanilang mga products sa warehouse. So, okay, so kaya yun nga, mapapansin nyo na in the future, pag nasa actual work na kayo, which is mas mahal yung price ng mga FBA sellers compared sa FBM seller kasi sinasama na nila yung expenses and costing nila using the services ni Amazon. So, basically, that's the number one disadvantage of being a FBA seller. So, yung pangalawang drawbacks naman of being an FBA seller is the lack of control. Okay. So, lack of control saan? Lack of control sa fulfillment process ni Amazon. So, since si Amazon ang nag-handle sa fulfillment process, as I mentioned earlier, it also means na yun nga, walang control si FBA seller over the fulfillment process. Although yes, yung mga FBA sellers can literally save their time. Kaso, if yung customer is merong problem about sa product ni seller is, yun, di ba, magre-rely na lang sila kay Amazon to handle those things. So, yeah, basically, that's the second advantage of being an FBA seller, which is the lack of control. So, for me, and also, yung last disadvantage also of being an FBA seller is yung competition. Since based dito sa graph, diba? So, I will actually discuss them more about Keep a Graph. So, magkakaroon tayo ng separate videos or separate lesson about reading Keep a Graph. So, anyways, so competition. So, since ang dami ding mga sellers who are actually selling on Amazon, with the same products or with the same brand, this could lead also to them na magkaroon ng price wars and price inflations. And because of the so much competition, pababaan na sila ng prices, to the fact na nawawala na or kinakain na yung profit and ROI ni seller for that specific product. So basically, those are the disadvantages naman of being an FBA seller. However, using the FBA services ni Amazon would be really a great option for sellers to save their massive time, most especially sa fulfillment process. So, ayan, those are the advantages and disadvantages of being a seller. Okay, so ngayon, we will now going to talk about what is FBM or what is fulfillment by merchant. So, ano naman yung tinatawag nating FBM? So, FBM is actually a program in which sellers handle the storage, packaging, and shipping of their products directly to customers. With FBM, sellers are responsible for storing their inventory and shipping orders to customers when they are placed. So, yung tinatawag naman nating FBM, it's actually stands for Fulfillment by Merchant. Okay? Ibig sabihin, once na nagkaroon ng orders sa store ni seller, si seller mismo ang responsible or si seller mismo yung nagha-handle sa fulfillment process. Okay? So, which means, si seller mismo ang nagha-handle sa storage ng kanilang products, sila din ang nagpapak ng mga products nila, and also sila din mismo ang nagsiship ng kanilang mga orders, ng kanilang mga products sa mga customers. So, when it comes naman sa logistics, yung mga FBM sellers are actually the responsible, sa pag-store ng products without using the Amazon's fulfillment center. Okay? And sila din ang nagmamanage ng kanilang inventory. So, mas time-consuming talaga yung pagiging isang FBM sellers kasi sila mismo ang responsible sa management ng inventory and sa shipping process. Pero I will discuss more about the difference between FBA and FBM later on. para mas malinaw talaga sa inyo yung differences between them. So, ngayon, we will also now going to talk about yung advantages naman of being an FBM seller. So, one of the advantage of being an FBM seller is that they have the control over their inventory and shipping. So, since si FBM seller ang nagha-handle sa storage ng kanilang mga products and sila din ang nagmamanage sa fulfillment process to inventory management and also to customer service, they have the control over the process, diba? So, actually, advantage ito sa mga sellers na meron na silang existing warehouses para sa storage ng kanilang mga products na kung mas gusto nila or mas gusto nilang sila mismo ang nag-handle sa fulfillment process. So, basically, ito yung isa sa mga advantage of being seller. So, yung pangalawang advantage naman of being an FBM seller is mababa lang yung fees na binabayaran nila sa Amazon compared sa mga FBA sellers, kasi yung mga FBM sellers is actually hindi sila nagbabayad para sa warehouse ni Amazon para sa storage ng kanilang products, and also hindi din sila nagbabayad para sa fulfilling process, which is sa pagpapack ng kanilang products and sa pagsiship ng mga orders sa mga customers. Kasi again, si FBM seller kasi ang nag-handle ng mga yon, kaya mas mababa yung fees nila sa Amazon compared sa mga FBA sellers. So another advantage also for me being an FBM seller is that, you know, ano tawag dito, if si seller is yung type of a seller na nagbebenta ng mostly high value, you know, or maybe mga babasagin ng mga items, actually usually FBM is actually a great choice for them, since sila ang nagpapack ay nagha-handle ng kanilang products. Kaya in the future, mapapansin nyo na kapag mostly glasses or mga mostly madaling mabasag na item, mga dangerous goods and mga hazmat items ang nakita nyo sa listing, mostly FBM seller talaga ang mga nasa listing, since may mga FBA seller or may mga FBA seller na hindi talaga sila allowed to sell those products kasi restricted doon sa mga FBA sellers. So mostly, kung ano yung mga hindi dapat ibenta ng FBA seller is yun yung binibenta talaga ng mga FBM sellers. Kasi may mga, yun nga, as I mentioned earlier, kasi may mga restricted products talaga na bawal talaga i-ship sa warehouse ni Amazon. Maybe because yung item is fragile, dangerous, or maybe hazmat. So basically, these are the advantages of being an FBM seller. Although marami pang advantages of being an FBM seller, but hinighlights ko lang dito yung iba advantages. So we are also now done discussing the advantages of being an FBM seller, or we are now done discussing the advantages of being an FBM seller. Ngayon, we will also now discover and talk about yung mga disadvantages naman of being an FBM seller. So, isa sa mga disadvantages of being an FBM seller is that time and resource intensive. Ibig sabihin, as an FBM seller, they actually really need, to invest their massive time and effort, since they are the responsible sa order fulfillment process, which is sa pagpapack ng kanilang products, sa pagsiship ng mga orders sa mga customers, sa pag-handle ng mga questions and inquiries ng mga customers about sa products, and also sa pag-manage din ng mga returns and refunds. So they really need talaga na mag full time ng mga FBM sellers sa business model na to. Kasi yun nga, they really need their massive time when it comes to order fulfillment process. So yeah, that's the number one on my list of the disadvantage naman of being FBM. So another disadvantage of being an FBM seller is they are actually not eligible as an Amazon Prime. So kung mapapansin nyo dito sa image natin, so Prime versus non-Prime. So dito sa Prime meron sang Prime na badge. Dito naman sa non-Prime, dito may Prime, ito non-Prime. So unlike nung mga unlike nung mga FBA sellers, ang FBM sellers, yung mga products kasi nila is not eligible for an Amazon Prime, which is di sila eligible for Amazon Prime's 2-day shipping, which is, as I mentioned earlier, most of the customers filter nila yung search engine nila na to show only the Prime eligible items. So ibig sabihin, limited lang yung exposure ng mga products nila para sa mga customers kasi they don't have an access sa Amazon Prime, which would really help them sana to compete with every seller, or this would really help help sana for them to get more sales. So basically, that's my second disadvantage naman of being an FBM seller. So yung last disadvantage naman for me on my list of being an FBM seller is they have the higher shipping cost. So yung reason why mataas yung shipping cost ng mga FBM seller is that because they are the one who handles their inventory and sa pag-ship ng kanilang mga products. So they have to cover kasi yung cost ng delivery nila sa mga carriers. So yung packaging na ginamit nila sa mga products and also sa pag-handle ng mga products nila. So they have to cover those expenses, kaya mahal yung shipping cost nila. And this is also one of the factors kung bakit mostly nakakakuha ng buybacks is si FBA seller over FBM seller, kasi si FBA, they are offering a free shipping. Si FBM naman is may additional shipping charges sa mga products nila. Kaya mostly, mas preferred talaga ng mga customers yung mga naka-free shipping. Diba? Even me, mas preferred ko kung, diba, as a shopper din, mas preferred ko na yung product is free shipping, diba? So, mas attractive yon kesa sa as a shopper. So, basically, those are the disadvantages naman of being an FBM seller. Although marami pa to, pero I just highlight some of them. Okay. So, since ngayon we are now done explaining what is Amazon FBA and FBM and what are their advantages and disadvantages. Ngayon, i-differentiate naman natin sila para mas madali nating natututunan what are their differences. So, parang summarization na lang to about FBA, FBM. I-differentiate lang natin sila para mas organize and madali nating maintindihan kung ano ba yung differences talaga. So actually, FBA and FBM is parehas lang sila fulfillment options na i-offer ni Amazon sa mga Amazon seller. They just only need to choose sa dalawang to kung alin ang pipiliin nilang service ni Amazon when it comes sa fulfillment process. Okay, so let us now talk about the difference between FBA and FBM. Okay, so let's start here sa fulfillment process. So with FBA, Amazon handles the storage, packaging, and shipping of the products to customers. So ibig sabihin, when it comes to fulfillment process with FBA, si Amazon ang nag-handle para sa storage ng mga products ng mga FBA seller. Si Amazon din ang nagpapack ng mga orders and even sa pag-ship ng orders kay customers. So, with FBM naman, sellers are responsible for managing their inventory and shipping orders to customers. Meaning to say, sa FBM naman, si seller naman mismo ang responsible and ang nagmamanage ng kanilang inventory sa pagtupag ng kanilang mga orders and also sa pag-ship ng kanilang orders sa mga customers. Basically, that's the difference of FBA and FBM when it comes sa fulfillment process. So, ngayon, let us now move on naman dito sa shipping speed. With FBA typically offers a faster shipping times. Their products are eligible for Amazon Prime, which provides a free 2-day shipping to customers. So, when it comes naman to shipping speed, mas nag-offer ng faster shipping time si FBA compared kay FBM kasi yung products na binibenta ni FBA sellers are actually eligible for an Amazon Prime, which is they actually provides a free 2-day shipping sa mga customers. So, with FBM naman, FBM products are not eligible for Amazon Prime, although sellers can still offer their own shipping incentives to customers. So with FBM naman, their products are actually not eligible for an Amazon Prime, which is matagal yung delivery days nila compared sa mga FBA sellers. Pero pwede naman sila magbigay ng offers sa mga customers or pwede naman sila mag-provide ng incentives sa mga customers due to their shipping days. So basically, again, that's the difference between FBA and FBM when it comes to shipping speed. So let us now identify what is the difference of FBA and FBM when it comes naman sa fees na binabayaran nila kay Amazon. So wait, inom lang ako ng tubig. Okay, so with FBA, FBA fees are generally higher compared to FBM fees. As FBA sellers, are paying for Amazon's fulfillment and storage costs. So, ibig sabihin, when it comes to the fees naman na binabayaran nila kay Amazon, mas may advantage dito yung mga FBM sellers. Kasi, with FBA, malaki talaga yung fees or yung costing na binabayaran nila kay Amazon because binabayaran nila si Amazon for the warehouse na ginamit ni FBA sellers sa kanilang mga products, even sa pagpapack ng mga orders, and also syempre sa pag-ship ng kanilang mga products sa mga customers. Kaya malaki talaga yung fees na binabayaran nila because of the fulfillment process ni Amazon. So with FBM naman, so as an FBM seller, or FBM fees are typically lower, but FBM sellers are responsible for their own fulfillment cost. So, as an FBM seller naman, yes, maliit lang yung binabayaran nila kay Amazon. If I am not mistaken, nagbabayad lang sila kay Amazon for only using marketplace para makapag-sell sila sa Amazon. So, yeah, I don't know. Pero, so since yun nga, maliit lang ang binabayaran nila kay Amazon pero sila naman ang responsible sa kanilang inventory and maging sa fulfillment process. So basically, that's also the difference of FBA and FBM when it comes to sa fees na binabayaran nila. So, and also, the last difference naman of FBA and FBM on my list is their control over the process. So, with FBA, sellers have less control over the fulfillment process as Amazon handles the storage and shipping of their products. So, when it comes naman sa control, yung mga FBA sellers is actually wala silang control over the process. Most especially sa order fulfillment, 'di ba? Kasi si Amazon ang nag-handle para sa kanila ito. So wala silang control if maayos bang nai-fulfill ni Amazon yung mga orders sa mga customers. Pero ang kaganda naman dito is that when it comes to customer service, sa mga returns and refunds is si Amazon din ang nag-handle ng mga yun. So sa FBM naman, with FBM, sellers have greater control over the fulfillment process but are also responsible for managing their inventory and shipping. So sa FBM naman, they have the control over the fulfillment process since sila naman yung ng mga orders sa mga customers, diba? So yeah, basically ito naman yung difference ng FBA and FBM when it comes naman to controlling the fulfillment process. So if you want to learn more about kung paano ba maging Amazon VA, most especially as a product researcher, I really suggest na mag-invest kayo sa AvaPH because meron silang courses. Meron silang course about PR, Amazon PR, PR1, saka PR2, and I think meron na din silang wholesale course that would really help you to become an Amazon VA then. And yeah, yun nga, I really suggest na mag-invest lang kayo sa course nila because these lessons na ginagawa natin are only an overview to learn about Amazon PR. And from these courses, matututunan nyo talaga dito from basic to advanced sourcing. Okay? Plus, magkakaroon pa kayo dito ng mga trainings after the course and bibigyan din nila kayo ng access sa mga tools and softwares na ginagamit talaga nila sa pagsasource. And actually, you are also not investing sa course nila because you are also investing sa community nila. And yun nga, napaka hands-on ng mga coaches and marami ding mga VEs ang tutulong ito sa inyo sa mga questions. And currently, meron na din silang 80.3k members. And actually, isa sa mga nagustuhan ko dito sa community nila is talagang tulungan sila paangat. Plus, may mga free lessons din sila kung paano mag-apply, paano gumawa ng resume, and the most importantly is they also have referrals, which is i-refer nila kayo sa mga clients if you already done the courses and trainings nila. Kasi, dito sa AvaPH and yung mga coaches behind this community are napakabait, napakagaling, and ang dami ding clients and agencies na alam ang AvaPH. Kaya, yun nga, napaka-advantage ng mga nakagraduate na galing sa AvaPH because alam ng mga clients yung quality ng services ng mga VE na galing sa Ava. Okay? Kaya if you want to learn more about Amazon PR, I will put the links dito sa baba ng description natin and i-visit nyo na lang sila. So with that, good luck sa inyo and see you inside the community. So in overall thoughts, yung mga sellers who are actually using the FBA or FBM as fulfillment process ni Amazon is they decide to choose FBA or FBM based sa kanilang business goal, based sa kanilang interest, and also sa kanilang business priorities and needs. And as a VA, andito naman tayo to actually help them na nagawin yung mga tasks, and andito naman tayo to actually help them and also to mag-grow, to help them na mag-grow yung kanilang Amazon business by offering our services, diba? So, ayun, another lesson na naman ang natapos natin ngayon, and I actually want you to congratulate for staying and being consistent about learning to our course. So, I really, really appreciate that, and I want you to congratulate for it. So, that's it muna for our lesson. I really hope na may natutunan kayo about FBA and FBM, and sana naging malinaw sa inyo what are the differences between them. So that's it. Again, see you for our next lesson. Bye!